Probably here for another episode, right? Yeah, man. You just couldn't like enough. Couldn't subscribe enough. Just couldn't do enough. Listen, I'll make it easy for you. If you like, share, and subscribe right now, drink this whole thing to the face. I can do it. And I think he was in Think Like a Man. He was the light-skinned nigga.
I ain't see Think Like a Man.
Oh, you didn't see that? All right. Well, I don't blame you. In terms of rom-com, them shits is mid. That shit was mid. Now, 2 can play that game, though. 2 can play that game with Vivica A. Fox and Morris Chestnut.
I think I've seen it.
I know you've seen that.
You know what my favorite chick flick was back in... The favorite black chick flick was?
Yeah, well, rom-com. There's
favorite...
difference between chick flick and rom-com.
Right.
16 Candles is a chick flick.
Yeah, you know what my favorite black rom-com was from the 2000s?
All right, go ahead. Yeah, give me that. What's your favorite black rom-com?
And this is great because we actually have a Gen Z?
Yeah.
We have a Gen... We have a Gen Z... I don't fucking want to jump to conclusion. We have a Gen Z... guest in the room, so let's see if she knows this one too. Wave again. So
the very there we go.
Let me know if you ever heard of this movie, Deliver Us from Evil.
No.
No?
I feel like I've heard of it in passing, but
LL Cool J. What was it, Gabrielle Union?
Yeah, see, and that's the thing, like, you guys got a lot of good things, man, but you're missing a good LL Cool J joint.
Yeah, you definitely.
You know what I'm saying? My man's, he played, LL Cool J character influenced me very young at that movie, because you want to know why?
That man was
his character was on some, like, I never work a job more than 1 year. Don't want to get stagnant. Once I get to a year, I quit. I was like, I like this nigga style. But yeah, Deliver Us from Evil. You ever seen that?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Right,
that's classic. Deliver Us from Evil. That's the jam, bro.
Gotta watch that.
My joint, cause it was a hip hop movie, and that's kind of how it's at. Brown Sugar.
Oh, Brown Sugar was good.
Brown Sugar's fire.
I haven't seen that as many times as I should.
Matter of fact, do you remember Booty Call?
Of course.
Yo, that was great. Yo, have you ever... speaking of Booty Call, oh, man, this is a real question. Have you actually did the joint with the saran wrap?
No.
Nah, you never done that? He was just like, I've
that part of the movie wasn't real to me.
He's like, at that point, I'm just going raw. No, I agree with that. Because at that point, homegirl just going to be like, you know what?
At that point, it's not that serious to me. Like, man. What kind of shit is that
might be foul, but yeah, more. I think a lot more women have just been like, you know what, just go ahead. I'm like, excuse me.
And that's why you've had a lot more trips to the doctor.
Yeah, listen, Rap your Johnson, fellas. All right, they're not lying about that.
Yo, is The Wood a rom-com?
You
ever seen The Wood?
I think
gotta watch The Wood. I was late to The Wood, but The Wood is fire.
Oh, you was late to The Wood. I would say it's a rom-com, but there's like slightly too much gang violence in it.
I like The Wood. The Wood is a rom-com, man. It's about it's all about a man's wedding and his childhood. Like,
I guess it's more about them just reminiscing in their high school days, and the main character got a chick that he feels, he's feeling, and it kind of just shows their whole kind of journey through high school. Him and his mans, they graduate. He gets in cool with homegirl's brother, who's a blood. I called him sister because his name is Stacy.
Yeah.
Stacy, his name was. That was the first time that I was just like, yo, niggas in the hood got unisex names too.
I ain't gonna lie, some of my most gangster shoot you in the face friends got some unisex ass names. Bro. And I ain't gonna say them because they'll shoot me in the face. But let me let you know, niggas with the unisex names be busting their gun. It's a lot more on the line.
Niggas named Jamie. Stay away from. Stay away from them white boys named Jamie.
I wish I could give away some names, but
they wild. I don't know. I'm gonna just keep guessing them all throughout the episode.
You know what's crazy? I have 2 friends, right?
Sydney. Stay away from Sydney too. Stay away from any white people named Sydney. Stay away from them.
Yo, my mans and my homegirl, they both have the same unisex names, and they both bust their gun. That shit is crazy. It's something about that unisex name. I don't know what it is, man. But you know why I related to The Wood a lot too? Because it felt like a scenario I would be in. Because homeboy was still drunk in the morning on his wedding day.
You know what? Yeah, I feel like he would relate to it. You know what, Baju? You know what Frank would relate to? That dance scene in The Wood where he's trying to teach him something how to dance.
That was a long time ago, man. That was a long time ago. But I do literally sometimes think about how I used to dance at some of them parties. And I'm like, how'd they allow that? Yo, if I see anybody doing what I did to people, to my kid, like, I'm fighting you in that party. Like, I think even now, this generation will be like, well, bro, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, chill out a little bit. You know what I mean? But
it wasn't as much dancing as much as it was sensual humping. You gotta understand though, our generation never stood a chance. Like getting rides and giving rides, that was the thing. Like that was the.
You wanna know why that was gross in our generation though? Because
of the sweat stains it would leave on the walls.
That's still existent, but like they got better music for that now. That shit would go down in our party to like Venus vs. Mars by Jay-Z. Like we had bad. Like you had to, you know what I mean? Like yo, some of them joints they were.
How you giving a ride to Jay-Z on to the next one? On to the next.
That was a nasty time, son. Like yo, for real. Like that's almost as nasty as the fact that like when my dad was in the strip club, they were playing like "She's My Cherry Pie." Like it was almost that gross.
Yo,
you know what I'm
man,
saying?
I wish I could have like a bitch like walk in this white snake. I wish that was fashionable. It's not fashionable now. Like have homegirl in the chair with the water.
Types of girls no more. But, like the big fluffy blonde hair. It don't go down like that.
You really don't.
Yo, we might be shaking our ass this weekend though. We supposed to go out to a party in damn near Long Island. Shout out to Sticks.
Shout out to Sticks with the
NYC
flex.
Is open now, man. Like yo, for real. NYC is open.
I wish I had like an air horn or something, like some confetti in this motherfucker. Cause
I wish we had a parade, a finals. Championship winning parade.
We already went on that. Do not jinx niggas.
Do not jinx niggas. Shut up. Durant's putting up 50.
That's what I'm saying. Let them work it out.
And I don't like you, but I want my parade.
It's crazy.
But nah, NYC is opening up. They legalized a bunch of shit. So here's the thing with the NYC legalization. Like, I think we touched on this before, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But just to sum it up, I just think that it's proof that whenever someone goes broke, they gotta resort to prostitution and drugs.
Yep.
And the New York City government did the same thing. They're like, yo, you know what? New York City, we legalizing prostitution and we kind of legalizing weed.
Yeah. There's you sell some pussy, sell some weed, but whatever you do, pay your taxes. That's the most important. Pay your taxes. Yeah.
Have you been to a dispensary yet?
I've never been to an NYC dispensary yet. I want to go. Is it still too early? Is it the right time? Because I feel like there's too many niggas that are just like, yo, bro, I can't believe this is finally. I don't want to go when those people are outside, just like, bro, I can't believe this is finally a dream. Like I was thinking about this in 2009, nigga. I suffered.
It's not like that, because you want to know why? For two reasons. The first reason is you already know. It's like there's so many different flavors of weed in New York City just on the street. Yeah. That like, you know, it doesn't really matter. Like, you know what I mean? But what I say is this is the other reason.
But the tourists didn't know how to get good weed. That's the difference. If you were a tourist, you didn't know how to get good weed. You had to be a native to get good weed. Now mad Norwegian niggas can just go and get good weed.
Real quick, can I tell you how crazy it was buying weed in New York City back when I was going to school? Yo, let me tell you this, you little Gen Zers with your legal weed. There was undercover detectives.
So privileged.
There was undercover detectives all through the park dressed as bums and shit. Yeah. So to buy weed in Union Square, we would have to take like a 3-block walk to this McDonald's. I used to meet this guy named Problem. And then he would have his girl Trouble walk with me. It was Problem and Trouble. And you would take this long ass walk. It would be hot. You didn't want to look at it. And of course, when you get down the street, it'd be some bullshit they just gave you. One time they gave my man a bag of rice.
A bag of rice?
Yeah, he kept it official though. He went back. Did he? He was like, I don't give a fuck who arrests me.
Yeah, exactly. A bag of rice.
And yo, look, they gave him his weed back, but it was Reggie.
Got him.
Some dirty weed. But no, it's also not like that yet because they're operating in such a gray area. So, you know, actually, I had my Gen Z affiliate with me when we went.
My God, I sat on the couch.
Yeah, she sat on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
She sat on the couch, is like.
If her parents are listening, she didn't even get to see the weed. All right, but. You know, they had her sit in the front. What it is this like a club. So if you don't have your legalization card, what you have to do is you have to pay for your club access for the day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to choose.
And then they jump you in, right? They take you out back. They're like, hey, listen, you got to go 2 rounds. 2 rounds, a minute each. And, you know, Frank, he stood up. He wasn't going to let Harper do that. He wasn't going to let Harper do that. So he was just like, you know what, Harper? You take one. I take the small one. You're used to opponents bigger than you, so.
Nah, I just had to do the takedown, and I just stomped him when he was on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Divide and conquer.
But nah, like they have you pay. But I like that way better because once you pay for your membership, you have access to everything.
Really?
I went to Washington D.C. They claimed they had recreational weed, and it was on some like, no, the weed is free, but these hands,
these hands are not.
No, the weed is free. But this $10 grinder is $45. Wink, wink. I bought that shit. I swear to God, that was fake weed sprayed with fentanyl. I got off the fucking bus. I come to New York. I'm like, yo, you know what? Let me try this weed out. Yo, bro, my veins felt like they was on fire. I was like, I knew this is too good to be true.
This nigga felt like he drank a C4. He's like,
that was not weed.
He's like, why is my body tingling?
That was not weed.
Nigga Frank was about to turn into a motherfucking Marvel superhero.
And I feel like Washington, D.C. don't got New York City money. So, like, even when I was smoking the New York City weed that isn't as regulated as the Cali weed, I'm like, if I die, we getting a good check out in New York City. I tell you that. Let me die off this legal weed. We're going to get paid, man. But, like, how you feel about just the whole... What's your predictions when it gets, like, really open and there's a recreational spot on every corner? What do you think is going to happen in New York?
Hard to say. You know what I really think is going to happen? You know what I hope more happens? Like, I hope this actually encourages New Yorkers to be social. Like, because I think that's the biggest problem in New York. Like, I was just talking about this in a bank, and this is some real New York shit, because everybody looked at me and everyone laughed. I was like, yo, you know what the problem is with New Yorkers? We go to other places, right? We go to other places, and we be like, yo, why is everybody so fucking nice? Yo, so that says something. Everybody in New York is just mean as a motherfucker. Even like non-purposely. Like, you just gotta be on your square. Always. And I hope that this allow. Like, I think of that 420 a couple years ago when I first got the locks. Like, we pulled up to a park and there was motherfuckers selling pipes. Like, there was motherfuckers playing hacky sack. Everybody was all...
context. This was in Massachusetts.
Yes, and this is in Boston. This is on 420 in 2019, actually. Yeah, because I've only had these for 2 years. So yeah, 2019, and the funniest part is, right, we pull up to this park, and it's a nice ass park, right? We're walking around, we're just smoking weed, doing our things, and
I'm gonna drop some footage in it.
Yeah, and other people are smoking and shit. So we're like, all right, so this is kind of what it is in Boston. It just must be chill.
Actually, we're like Woodstock.
We're walking around. No. We're walking around. There's a black wedding. There's a beautiful black wedding. They asked us to take some photos.
Yo, that's how I know I was high. I don't remember that. Nope.
You don't remember that? Nope. Yeah, it was mad of them.
Not at all.
Bro,
what the fuck?
Bro,
that shit.
We literally walked around just smoking for a minute, right? And finally, right, we were finally about to leave. Because we were like, where is everybody? Like, we see a couple of young people smoking over here, but they're kind of just being low key.
I only remember the pond.
Yep, the pond. The pond with the swan boats. You know what's funny? I was like, Baji, this be mad romantic. Like,
so we got on the boat. But yeah, no, I remember that part.
Yeah, we almost left. We finally were just like, all right, like we can't find nobody. There's supposed to be a big celebration here, and we you know, it's funny because we had been in this part of the park for maybe an hour and a half just smoking weed. We was high as hell. Finally, we look across the street. There's a other bigger side of the park. There's a bigger side of the park.
And mind you, I'm terrified because he's telling me, yo, there's supposed to be a big celebration in this park. Yep. Now, I'm from Peekskill, New York. Anytime anybody's let me into a park and said there's going to be a big celebration in here, it ended with violence. Yep. So I'm already mad nervous. Like, yo, either this is a setup. So
I'm already high, and I'm the driver, so he don't got no choice. So we walk over there, and this is how I knew we were getting close to this shit, because the closer that we got to the celebration, the more stoner shit that we would just see. Mm-hmm. So it first started off in a gazebo. We see these random groups of people. They selling beads, crystals, pipes, a whole bunch of shit. Just the regular stoner shit, you know, the regular spiritual stoner shit. But then we look yonder, right? We look yonder, and then in yonder we see a giant crowd on a hill. Just a big ass crowd on a hill. And yo, it must have been like fate, because we're walking into this giant mess of people. Everyone's laying down, got blankets, laughing, talking, playing music.
Shit was like Woodstock, bro.
And literally, everyone was like, 3, 2, 1. And everyone just starts lighting up. Everyone starts lighting up.
And I'm like, what happened? We all look at the clock. It's 4:20 p.m.
4:20.
We found it at exactly 4:20. It was like, woo! You know what I'm saying? There's people walking around dressed up like giant grinders.
Yup, exactly.
Like we just like giving
up. Just dancing.
Actually, I still have a free jar in that room over
there. No bullshit.
Somebody gave me.
That's crazy.
That shit was mad.
And it was all good. This might have been probably the best celebration in terms of weed that I'd probably ever been to in my life.
Hands down.
And then I look to my left and I noticed that all the smoke is traveling towards a playground where there's just a bunch of kids. This is a bunch of kids. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. this is just like New York. Like nothing. I thought Boston was supposed to be like.
I missed all the good details of the show while it was happening in real time.
And then it made me remember like Bill Burr's from here. Like, why did I even have my expectations set this high? Like,
well, I had just smoked some weed called Bruce Banner, so that's why I really don't remember too much of this
shout out
shit.
to Banner.
Yeah, shout out Banner, man. But yo, fucking, I want to, real quick, before we even leave this topic, I just want to warn people in New York, because I'm going to forget because I'm a stoner.
What's up?
Now that it's legal, you'll walk down the street and people will just have they fucking tables set up on the street like, yo, we got weed for sale, it's the Za. All right, if you're coming from Cali or somewhere like, let me tell y'all about New York. In Cali, you know, they care a lot about the integrity of the weed. Like, yo, they care about who it was grown by, all that. Let me tell you something. I'm going to let y'all know right now. New Yorkers don't give a fuck about nothing except making $1.
Yep.
I can't promise you that's weed on them tables.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was in Washington Square Park.
We don't care about nothing but making $1 and haze. If it's real haze.
And that's what people talking about, is New York City dead? Bro, a couple years ago, I couldn't even smoke a cigarette in Washington Square Park. I walked through Washington Square Park the other day with me and my Gen Z associate here, and as we get halfway through the park, am I lying? There's a giant table set up with a Tupperware, and this lady like, I got exotic, and just selling it out in the open.
She said, I got some.
Now look, I'm from Click City. You know what the first thing I thought of, right? What is stopping anybody from slapping the shit out of this girl and taking her weed?
Exactly.
Son? I'm just sitting there like, yo.
The streets.
I wouldn't now. A 14-year-old me probably would have slapped her and took that weed. Like, yo, I play for keeps.
see, here's the thing. Like that to her, like that is the least. Oh, someone slapping me for bud, like, because New York is just raw. Motherfuckers is coming up there.
Oh, you could die for a pound. Easy.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You could die for a pound out this motherfucker. Niggas dying for less than that. But yeah, son. I mean, so you're thinking that it'll be more social when it opens back up? I think that.
Of course. Well, I'm hoping that after we switch it up.
You're hoping out. Ooh, I like that segue. But yeah, you know what I think? I think once it really gets crazy around here, like once it's really wide open, I think we're gonna do it better than everybody else, because look at how we do Macy's better than everybody else.
That's a fact.
We do fucking we do McDonald's better than anyone else.
We do fucking pizza better than everybody fucking else.
We're the best city in the world. Let me tell you something. There's gonna be 3 motherfucking floors of weed once we get some legalization in here. It's gonna be like Weed Mart. There's gonna be escalators of mad different shit, because New York just does everything so fucking crazy.
I know.
But
I'll
tell you what sucks about the New York legalized weed.
Yeah,
right?
Let me know what is the con? What do you think is the con of this? Because the cons I know are just mainly street nigga cons. Like, that's the only thing.
And I think those are kind of a given, those cons.
Exactly, right? So,
from a stoner's perspective, is like, see, in Cali, there's good established brands that can operate legally. In the sense of like, all right, Cookies is a no-brand. CBX. So if we got the top
California Gold
shit,
or California Honey, I think.
I don't know. I didn't smoke that, but CBX and Cookies and Jungle Brothers, those 3 brands right there, I know they all can send their weed to different places. They can send it to San Fran. Like, it's legit, and you're getting the top quality shit. New York doesn't have those travel laws, so we're not gonna get the best shit, bro, because it's gonna be, even when it gets legalized, they're not gonna be able to legally send it from there to here. And that's the problem.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? You're still gonna have to go to Cali to get that real good shit, for real.
All right. So
that's your lesson in drugs today.
I mean, I don't know. You don't think? I think the smuggling is gonna be real, because it's like think about all the motherfuckers in NYC that get paid off to bring these drugs in. Like,
well, that's why the streets is always gonna be popping like they are now. We've been smuggling. I've been smoking Cali weed. It's been coming.
Exactly. So it's like,
but I'm talking about like, once it's legal, the microscope is on them so big, you're not gonna be able to walk in a recreational place and just get that za. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even if they get the same seeds, it's not grown the same, because Cali has got different weather.
They can do different stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, it's New York City about to just. Yo, we hustlers. We gonna take some bullshit and be like, this is it. They told me this shit. I was about to say,
question. Do you think all this influx of new weed smokers, do you think it's gonna turn New York City back into a smoker city again, man?
Because for a while, it hasn't been.
Because I mean, honestly, smokers in certain cases, y'all niggas is ostracized. Like, we were talking about this last episode.
Oh, cigarette smokers.
Yeah, exactly. But do you think that they're gonna be like? Do you think like it's gonna be so like? All right, yeah, you can smoke weed. Go ahead. Like,
So wait. So you do
like, do you think it's going to be like you're going to get more used to, instead of smelling cigarettes outside of a bar, you're going to be just smelling za in a bar? Do you think the weed smoke?
I smell za everywhere I go in New York City.
That's because you keep it in your mustache.
That was a good one. But nah, bro, I'm gonna be real. Everywhere I go in New York City, I just get hit with sour. Like, maybe it's the neighborhoods I frequent. Maybe like I don't know what's going on in Midtown.
That's what I'm saying. All the neighborhoods that Bashi frequents, the cops come later. Like all of them, they just be like, but
I was in Times Square. I saw this motherfucker walking past the police with a big blunt, and I just watched. I was like, yo, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. You know what I'm saying? Man. But like, I mean, but everybody's saying like, yo, is New York City dead? I feel like this the year, man, and we coming back. What you think?
We coming back.
What you think?
We coming back. I think if we were gonna make a comeback, much like my weed addiction came back, it's gonna be because we legalized this motherfucker. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't even smoking when weed was legalized in New York. That's the crazy part, and I was so mad about the fact that finally I decided, you know what, Chris, you can be sober. Like the anger of the announcement made me just be like, man, fuck this. Like, where's the nearest bong I can buy?
I was in California buying medical weed when the announcement came out. I was like, what? Man. Word.
Lucky you.
But I mean, you know what else? They're talking about how the club scene is supposed to be popping back up again. They're talking about opening up the club district again.
Now, my thing is this, right? So, is there? I think that there really should be more of an influx of coffee shops. I'm hoping that there's that kind of experience.
We got too many fucking coffee shops.
Like Amsterdam, like New Amsterdam, where they have space brownies, like those kind of coffee shops.
Yeah, okay.
Not traditional, not fucking Starbucks or local shit with hipsters in it. No, I'm not talking about those type of coffee shops.
I don't want that in New York because they're gonna do to that what they did to the hookah bar. Ooh. It's just gonna I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna because once one thing gets popular in New York, everybody does it, and we can't get nothing else.
None of the hippie shit, but like, what do you think that's gonna become in like 5 seconds?
Yeah, it's gonna be
bad.
It's gonna be a hipster paradise. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and we're just now getting rid of them. They're just starting to move out. Like, come on, we don't want to invite them back.
Barely.
I was about to say they was hanging in strong in motherfucking the one gentrified block of motherfuckers all herded into that one spot.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I
feel like 5 Carhartts a block.
Oh shit.
5 Carhartts a block. For real. Yeah, that's what are the telltale signs of a hipster nowadays? Because now they try to like.
Yeah, you know what? I think
Harper,
you gotta let us know, cause our hipster was different from your hipster.
No, yeah.
What is it now?
If they're wearing blue collar stuff and you know they've never worked.
Oh, and they like preppy. Oh,
but they're wearing like
now the hipster shit is being broke. Oh,
boots are wearing Carhartts and wearing like
and then they got a lumberjack mask. I mean beard to go with it. Like what the fuck is up? Why do y'all all look like y'all hacked?
With expensive glasses.
I never thought about that.
They all look like they hack down trees, but don't live anywhere where trees are.
The new hipster, instead of looking like a motherfucking Dr. Seuss character, now you just look like a blue collar nigga. That's crazy, bro. That's wild.
They look like a Dr. Seuss nigga before that.
But expensive glasses.
Expensive glasses.
Let me take these Cartiers out to chop down a tree to burn them. Keep our family warm.
How you wearing Wranglers and Versace? Like, no, that don't work, bro. You don't work.
Wranglers and Versace is gross.
And you're not even wearing the authentic New York Timbs. You wearing the construction joints.
Nah, the Constructs is the authentic one.
What? I mean, like the joint with the steel toe. Niggas don't
yeah. Oh, you talking about the ones that they all the same color? They don't even. The gum is the same. Ooh, those is gross. Yeah, no. If you got those and I see you, I'm slapping the shit out.
Matter of fact, this shit was so disrespectful. I remember when niggas was talking about Kamala Harris and she had Tim's on. I said, no, these are not Tim's. she had the shits with the soles, like the them shits. The shits that.
That's why I didn't believe in her from the get.
That's what I'm saying.
Once I found out she used to send niggas to jail, I was like, man,
and Cali boy for the bud. Like.
You the parole officer that when you booking me, you just look at me and be like, so when is this gonna stop? When are we gonna get our things together, Brandon? Like, nah, I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Fuck out of here. You still you could have not violated me.
I'm the nigga that introduced her to gangster love. Like, we gonna stop when we make this official, Kamala. Stop playing.
No, but see, that's why I don't be liking them because they be doing they go hard, on the niggas that be on parole because they man is mad gangster and shooting niggas and shit. So they like, if the office found out about you. so she prepared for the office.
Devontae, I don't know what they would do to you. I don't know what they would do to you, Devontae.
We can't make this work, Tamira Kwan. So she got to go extra hard so that
scandal.
She got to go extra hard so when she gets caught with Tamira Kwan, she can be like, "But you've seen my arrest, my violation record. I rule with an iron fist."
No, Kamala, no, I feel like you're wrong about that. I feel like she's way too much.
Fuck! Here comes Gen Z.
No, she built way too much of like her political platform on being like the cool person who kind of like let stuff slide a little bit. Like, she did a little dance on a lot of her.
That's why I don't trust her.
So I'm like, no, she tries way too hard to be cool. So she wouldn't be that kind of person.
Yeah,
like,
she'd
be like, go ahead and smoke this weekend.
And she don't look like she can twerk. I'm like, and that's the telltale giveaway. Don't try to dance and try to make yourself cool, and then you stiff as a board.
I'm so out the loop. I haven't even seen her from the neck down.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I've only just seen her face talking on like when she was G-Check and Charlamagne.
You've seen her in the news recently? Like,
nope.
Nah.
Yeah, no.
I don't watch the news.
That bitch. Like,
no. Biden and her got like they got like a political divorce. I don't even know.
Word?
Yeah.
They not fucking with each other no more.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, nah. She been talking spicy in her interviews, bro. Like they been catching her slipping in her interviews, bro.
This is like when
after a certain point, they just benched her. They was like, yeah, no more press runs for you, bitch.
See, I was just gonna say this is like in the NBA when like the coach and the players don't get along.
I can't watch him anymore.
Listen.
Nah, I'm just saying this is just like in the NBA when like the coach and the players don't get along, or like the owner and the coach don't get along.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
We still gotta get this championship, but like I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah, man.
Fuck you, Tibbs. We want the Knicks to do better.
Yeah, yo, listen.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to, listen, my agenda is consistent. I'm going to find a way to get mine.
Gotta give it to the man. He is consistent. Consistently ignorant, but consistent.
So
consistent.
So, fucking, what else is going on in New York City? There's a lot going on in New York City.
Man.
Motherfucking, we got everything in the world from weed, prostitution, hipsters, rats. We got more, all right, so here's the thing.
Matter of fact, I got a question, right? So, with NYC, the way that things is opening back up, the thing that's people going to be getting back to is dating. So, how do you think the dating culture is going to change in NYC? Because, we got Tinder swindlers out here now. We have guys out there that now they know the game. They know the game. They like, you know what? I don't even need a harem of chicks. I need 2, 3, alright looking joints that believe in me. They believe in me. Alright, I'm going to bring them out to Noble one time. Right, you know what I'm saying? Get that Uber X.
I think you actually you just gave a layered. We gonna go in on that.
Oh yeah.
So I want to dissect that a little bit.
What does the swindling game look like?
Hold on,
what's
real
up?
quick.
What's up?
When you said the way to do it is 2, 3 chicks, right? So now let's go back to the harem niggas, right? I don't got no faith in them. How you got a harem of women? First off, your money gotta be long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Second
your patience gotta be tall.
Your patience gotta be tall. I don't think they all feeling you like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think who has a harem of women. I haven't had a harem since I was like 16, and none of them really wanted to link with me.
Got a harem of men too. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Well, it's easy. That's low cost for them.
Yeah, fact.
They get taken out. Yeah. As a
exactly.
man, how can you afford to take out more than 2, 3 women and still have enough time to make that money? If you're not selling drugs.
I feel like you have to be pimping at that point. Like, one of these got to be your main check.
As an ex-pimp, it's easier to keep a small stable. I'm telling you, bro. Expenses. Expenses are a motherfucker. But yeah, I don't think the NYC scene gonna date so much. NYC is just so stiff to me when it comes to that area.
Right.
It's so like, let's go sit here and look nice.
Facts.
Like, it doesn't feel like anybody's having fun on dates out in New York City like
Facts.
that. Like,
It's just a lot of peer review. Just a bunch of 2 people staring at each other.
I think all the good dates is in Westchester. I said it.
Yeah.
Where you gonna take a girl? Where's the funnest place you think you could take a girl? Like in New York, period. Because like you might as well take a chick to Sky Zone.
Sky Zone, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't got those in
there.
there.
I disagree there because I feel like the best dates are the unplanned ones. I feel like New York is the best place to do stuff like that. So
okay.
That used to be true, but now the way the fucking coronavirus is set up, you can't get into shit.
Yeah.
I tried to go to the fucking Metropolitan. No, I'm talking about there's so many people want to do shit.
Yeah.
I tried to go into the Metropolitan Museum. That shit was literally around the block. I'm like, y'all didn't care about this shit 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all just can't do shit. So
Facts.
now you want to do everything. And you know what it is?
Y'all just can't go to the hookah bar.
Not just that, everybody got time. I went out 10 a.m. on a Wednesday the other day. I'm like, I should be the only person now. Everybody should be employed. Nah, that shit was packed.
Word?
Yeah, motherfuckers ain't working. I'm supposed to only be the one not working.
Word. He the trap god.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't y'all
niggas got responsibilities?
You know what I mean?
Fuck out of here.
But yeah, man, like, but you're right. NYC is good for unplanned shit. Yeah. Like, what's the best unplanned thing that's ever happened to you in New York City that you can share?
The best unplanned that I can share. The best unplanned joint that ever happened to me in NYC. Ooh, the best unplanned thing, right? This is back when I just at first started doing comedy.
Parenthood.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's crazy. This is crazy. Word. Fact. Shout out to the clinic. Nah. Keeping me out of debt. In the court system. No, the best unplanned thing, this is back when I first started doing comedy, and one of the chicks I was doing comedy with, she was gonna go to some kind of musical show. I think it was to go see Blur.
The Russian comic?
Or the what? Yeah, the Russian chick. Yeah,
I remember her. She was funny.
Yeah, she was. She's funny and she was a good time. She was chill. She introduced me to a great spot in Chinatown with the steamed dumplings. Soup great. Dumplings? The soup dumplings, yeah, great. But yeah, that was probably one of the better things because the concert was in an outside stadium, right? So as soon as we got into the outside part, oh yeah, you already know we started smoking. Yeah,
I think the best unplanned thing that ever happened to me in New York City is I bagged 2 white girls due to racism. I walked out.
That's always the best.
Yeah,
shout out to Emmett Till, man. We do it for you. We do it for you. We do it for you.
Yo, I walked out of a B&H after purchasing a camera, and no cab would pick me up. So I'm sitting there, what the hell? So I look, I'm like, I see these 2 white girls walking down the street, and I go, yo, listen, your skin complexion's fairer than mine.
Yeah.
Maybe you could catch this cab, and then I could just get in it.
Wow.
As I'm calling them, they just came over and just put their arms around me and my friend. And then I said, fuck the cab. It was so funny. I took my friend out. We were supposed to be going to the Lower East Side. We didn't leave that block. I was like, there's a bar right here. And we just hung out. By the time we left that bar, I was so drunk. I'm like, we got to go back to Peekskill.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was dumb funny.
But it was more, but like, here's the thing, right? There's a moment, and there's always this moment, right, when Bachi just gets too fucked up, and like, he realizes that he's too fucked up, and then there's like a brief moment of fear, where he's just like, we got to get out of here.
No, it's not fear. I'll tell you what it is. It's not fear.
It's realization.
No, it's not realization. You know what it is? It's
destiny.
No. I'm always feeling like I'm responsible for me, right? I never trust the people around me enough to be that guy that passes out and everything's gonna be all right. So once I know that I'm about to be at that point of no return, I'm like, okay, listen, I need to use my brain to get us like at least on the Metro North right now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we don't leave right now, shit gonna get fucked up because it's like, yo, I'm not gonna be able to do this.
I'm not gonna lie, as the nigga who's had to take care of someone who's passed out on a motherfucker in the city, like in the middle of the block, it is very stressful.
Yeah, don't you wish he would have just looked at you and been like, yo, this is my breaking point.
I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, that was probably one of the better unplanned things that happened too. Ooh, me, Phil, MJ, we were down in the city. We were celebrating one of his.
No. Give this whole story.
What happened?
Don't run through that.
I know. I'm starting. I'm starting over.
Slow cook that one.
Yes. All right. So Phil. You know, shout out to Phil. Shout out to Felipe Montego, a.k.a. Mr. Black, a.k.a. Mr. Crunchy Black, a.k.a. Fuck your ass up. Phil, he invites me and MJ to come with him to the city.
It's MJ. All right, so hold on real quick. We got 2 friends, MJ and Phil. It's both their birthdays are in the same week, and they make a big fucking deal about it.
Yes,
so,
of course.
So this week was their birthday party week?
Well, see, it kind of was, but the reason why we were actually down there is because there was another friend of Phil's that was also celebrating his joint in the city. He was celebrating his birthday in the city, right?
Okay.
So we meet up, and we end up meeting up with him, and he's with his girl, right? Now, here's the thing. I normally don't like doing shit like that when it's like, it's one thing if I'm with a girl and he's with a girl, but it's like when I'm dolo and he's with a girl, that never ends up well. And I'll allude back to that later on, right? So we meet up. You know, we're walking around. We're going to all these clubs, right? We're all actually bars. We're going to bars. We're going to a bunch of exactly. Yeah, we're going to a bunch of local bars. You know, we're having a good time. I remember one specific bar. We're in there. We're drinking, and this white girl who was really drunk, she actually starts singing to me. She starts singing back
over the club music.
Yeah, no, she whatchamacallit, I think it was I Want It That Way. Yeah, she's singing and she's singing the words like to me, and I'm just sitting there with my IPA just like.
She's like, I fucking love Lance Bass.
Like, Jesus. And it's so funny because you know how Phil is. Phil is just like, yeah, bro, like, why don't you sing with her? I'm like, this girl is not cute enough for me. No, this ain't American Idol, name. Like,
oh man,
that bitch looked like the Masked Singer. Oh man, so she gets deaded, obviously, and we end up leaving that bar, with all the rowdy whites, and they was having a good time. So we end up we're walking around bar to bar, drinking, whatever. Then, and this is the reason why alluding back to what I said earlier, I don't like going out on nights out with couples, right? Because
the girl starts singing
as soon as the girl is just like, hey, listen, all right, nigga, I'm tired. These heels hurt. What happens? All right, boys, I gotta bounce.
I'm always that guy.
I gotta bounce.
All right, man.
I gotta bounce.
What y'all about to do?
But it's different because he's like, Frank is like, I'm about to suck some feet. I gotta go while these feet are still ripe.
Allegedly. Sucking club feet is gross. Don't put that on me.
She was wearing flats now.
Put that on me.
Anyway, so.
That was a dirty foot after a city day.
Anyway, so homeboy bounces. This is what, by the way, like, mind you, we're down here for his birthday. Like, so we're like, yo, what the hell? You bouncing already?
How drunk is MJ at this point?
Not very drunk at all.
Okay. And our friend MJ, he only drinks Hennessy Black.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I don't think he drinks Hennessy Black now, and I think this was the night that made him reconsider that entire thing. And yes, he actually, funny enough, he actually did have a personal of Hennessy Black. He had his own personal Hennessy Black, his own personal, and he was drinking it on the Metro North prior to us getting to the Fred. So he has about a personal of Hennessy Black in his system already, and he's been sipping on that all night, right? So we're walking around the meat district. We're not lost, but we're lost in terms of like, damn, what do we do now? When you're in that kind of drastic kind of mode. Like, you're just like, yo, what do we do now?
There must be fun.
Exactly. The night must continue. MJ's the type to just chill and just kind of go with the flow, but me and Phil are just like, nah, we gotta find something, right? Mm-hmm. We find something. So we're in the meatpacking district, and we actually find this very low-key bar. It's one of those bars that, how most bars are kind of like elevated, but this bar is downstairs. Like, it was one of those nice low-key joints. Nice low-key joints, right? We're in there. There's a good amount of people in there, right? Good amount of people, good music. The price of the drinks wasn't that bad, right? So we're all chilling out. We're all scoping it out. Phil see these two girls. They look a little older, but whatever. We some grown ass niggas, man. You already know. We got the swag and we got the charm. So
no one in the corner has swagger like us.
This man. All right. So Phil, peeps in the line. He's like, yo, Chris. He's like, yo, what up? He's like, what about them two chicks right over there? I'm like, you know what? Sounds good, right? He's like, yo, you get that one, and I get the other one, whatever. So he goes up, starts talking to her. I start talking to the other one. The one that I'm talking to, she barely speaks like any English, because it turned out that both of these chicks are Portuguese. Right, both of these chicks are
Portugal.
Portuguese. Yeah, they're actually, fun fact, they're from. Actually, no. They're not Portuguese. They're Peruvian. They're Peruvian. That's what they were. Peruvian. Now, one was already acclimated to New York. You could tell.
To me, Peruvians are like Latinas and Latinos that just have like different hats.
Oh man! Shout out! I'm gonna tell you the secret, right? And this is how I learned this, actually, because that wasn't the first Peruvian girl. Peruvian girls, they look like Latina, but they got Asian in them.
Yeah, no. Yeah. No.
Fire.
My one of my shorties was half Peruvian. So,
there we go.
You know what I mean?
All right. But so we talking to these chicks, these Peruvian chicks. One of them is like she's visiting from the country, and one, you can tell that she has just been acclimated to New York. Like, she has been acclimated to New York for mad long. She's been in New York for like 8 years, and she kind of, she moves like a New Yorker chick, whatever.
She
Right?
says my dick and my guy.
Yeah, my guy. Stop playing son.
She says suck my dick more than a man does.
But it's funny, right?
Who walks?
Yo, that's hilarious. I haven't seen that yet. Thank God.
Oh man,
Thank
you're
God.
in for a treat.
Oh, great. So funny enough, we start dancing. I start dancing with my chick who barely speaks English. Phil starts dancing with the other chick, whatever. Somehow in the mix of all this, and by the way, we're drinking in between songs, right? So we're drinking, we're all talking, we're all laughing, whatever, we're in between songs. And somehow in between this, like, we ended up like switching girls. So I'm talking to the chick who's more like New York oriented, and the foreign joint is talking to Phil.
The old switcheroo.
Rex. I honestly, I feel like the New York chick, she probably planned that. Honestly, the way she did it, she was slick. She was slick with the tongue.
They doing.
Yeah, exactly. So we're now. I want you to focus on something, right?
Okay.
I've been talking about what me and Phil have been doing for maybe the last 30 minutes to an hour, right? And this is like, we found this bar at maybe like 12:30 at night, right? Where's MJ? at one point, like Phil just asked me, he's like, yo, bro, where's MJ? And I'm like, where the fuck is MJ? Oh, God. And he's over at the end of the bar. He met these other two, like, I can't say white boys because they weren't white. There was like a bunch of just random drunk niggas. And they were all just drunk as shit, talking shit. And they was just buying MJ shots. And
that be happening, bro. That people just gravitate towards MJ.
It's wild. It was wild.
Get MJ on the show,
right? So I'm like, all right, he's cool. Like, he's taking shots, but at the same time, he's taking shots. What?
Real quick, the people that be attracted to MJ be like the white guys that like DMX. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
It's dark and hell is hot, man. You feel me, right? You feel me, right? Yeah, no, dead ass. But. Man. So we're wondering, I'm like, yo, so I see, I'm like, MJ, all right, he has to be pretty good because he you know how MJ is with people, he's finicky with people, so I'm like, he probably isn't going to let himself get too carried away, right? So, we chilling, me and Phil, we're still chilling, we talking with the girls, we realized that we learned that they're from Jersey. Right, so right across the bridge, and we like, yo, what's going on? How's this gonna happen? They was trying to take us home. Matter of fact, we was about to spend the night in Jersey. Right, that's how me and Phil was trying to. Man,
about to be slapping sacks and hacking sacks.
Yeah, you already know. But
about to be doing some splurging in Bergen, some ramming in Camden. I'm gonna be fucking her in Rutherford.
I'm gonna be coming in her in Jersey City and leaving.
I'm gonna be telling her to stay still in Sayreville.
Yeah, stupid. But so we're trying to fix everything. When you're in that like about to leave bar stage and you're trying to finalize everything and trying to seal the deal, whatever. Seal the deal, as you will.
It's like, so we're doing this, right?
Yeah.
We're doing this, right?
In between this that we're doing this,
and y'all always be lying about what y'all about to do. So we're really gonna go watch Nightmare Before Christmas, right? VHS at your house.
Oh man,
I hear it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's bad. All right, so we go outside. Well, I go outside just to check where MJ is because I seen him go outside. This man is smoking weed with the bouncer. I was like, okay. At that point, I kind of got worried because I'm like, I know the bouncer has seen this nigga all night just drinking with these random fuck niggas. Like, I know that he knows that he's fucked up, right? So, I go outside.
Bouncer of the year there.
Right? Seriously. I go outside. I'm talking to MJ. I'm like, yo, MJ, this is about to be the moves for the night, whatever. And he's like, all right, cool. I'm with it, whatever. All right, so we go back. I go back inside. Phil's with the other chick. The other chick is waiting for me, right? We're talking, we finalizing everything, and we about to get out. We get out, we leave, right? So I got the other chick. She got her hand around you got her arms around my, because a nigga ox,
All right,
exactly. You already know. But so she got her hands around my arms. The other chick, she's looping around Phil, and we're walking down the block, and we're like, all right, come on, let's do this, bro.
So y'all ain't have nothing set up for MJ?
No, of course not, because MJ is too busy getting fucked up with random people. No. Alright? So we're like, yo, MJ. And first off, fun note to all you guys that are young, right? You can get so drunk your dick does not work. Alright? And MJ was at that point. MJ was certainly at that point. He was done. So we're walking, right? And like we're walking ahead, and we're like, yo, where the hell is MJ? MJ is way far back. Like he's far back. Like, and he's kind of like bobbing. You know, he's doing that drunk bob, right?
Bop it.
Right? So I walk back, and I'm like, yeah, just go to the car, whatever. Like, you know, we just gotta make sure that this nigga MJ gets, you know, to the car safely, and we don't want to leave this nigga, right? So they start walking a little bit ahead. She starts. My girl
Cab
starts walking.
Or their car?
No, her car.
Oh,
her car.
shit.
Yeah. But so she starts walking to her car. The other chick is with Phil, and I'm behind them trying to, you know, work with MJ. All right, so car's right around the corner. We walk across the street, like diagonally across the street. Now it's like 2-3 in the morning, right, in the meatpacking district. Ain't no traffic, right? But the police are out. So we walking across the street, right? Walking across the street, everything's normal. This man, MJ, blacks out in the middle of the street. Blacks out in the middle of the street. How do I know he blacked out in the middle of the street? Because this man immediately lost his balance, face bam, right into the cement, right in front of the police.
With the face plant into the cement.
Bam, right there. I never seen nothing like that. It looked like he just lost a round. Like he looked like he just gotten knocked out, bro. It's the only way. The way his body went limp, I cannot describe it other than that. So he face plants right in front of the police. Bam! This is exactly how this happens. I look down at him. I look at Phil. Me and Phil turn. We look at the police.
Oh my God.
The police look at us. Then they look at MJ. Me and Phil look at each other. We like, oh hell no. We both get this nigga. We both scoop this nigga up. I get him one arm around my shoulder, one arm around Phil's shoulder. Police asking, yo, is he all right? Is he good? We were like, yeah, he's good. He's just drinking way too much. It happened. MJ was not good. If there was any night that MJ had alcohol poisoning, it was that night. It was expeditiously that night, right?
I saw him after this too. His face looked like it had a road rash just all across it. It was crazy.
Well, all right. So we get this man in the car, and this is why. Remember when you was like, yo, I ain't set nothing up for MJ? This is why I ain't set nothing up for MJ. So we sit this man in the car, right? So I'm in the front seat with homegirl, right? With the girl. I'm
real quick. You know what's so funny about this? Is this man blacked out in the meatpacking district. He's about to wake up in New Jersey if this plan goes according.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
He'd have been so confused.
No, the minute that this happened, I already knew that this plan was right up in flames immediately, right? So. We still haven't seen his face because when we picked him up, his head was still down. We haven't seen his face yet, right?
Oh my God!
So we James Brown toe drag this nigga all the way to the car, right? We get him in the middle. So there's Phil on the left side, MJ in the middle, and the other chick in the back, the cousin in the back who's visiting, bro. And we tilt this nigga's heads up. We turn the car light on. This man's face is completely fucked up. His lip is busted. His nose is busted. There's scratches here. There's scratches
all
here.
All the vagina in the car immediately dried up.
All of this is busted up here. His face looked like he did a round with Iron Mike. Literally. And not like, oh, he gave him like a fair shake. No, it was exactly what you would think of that fight. It was bad. It was bad. And now he's kind of in and kind of out. Because I know that shocked the shit out of him. Like that pain and the wind on his face. I know that shocked the shit out of him. So we're sitting on the car. His face is bleeding. His lip is busted and all that. We got paper towels. We're trying to blot out the blood as much as we can. Because we're not trying to make a mess in this girl's car.
Our squeamish fans.
And it's funny because I got a video of this. And the other chick, the chick that I'm talking to, she's like, "You're all right. Look at you. You're all right.
We're going to put that in here.
You're all right. You're all right, MJ. Look at you. You look good, MJ." And MJ's smiling and shit. Dick. And MJ was just like, and this is kind of what fucked it up, right? I'm not even gonna cap. Like MJ was fucked up. This nigga just blurts out, "I wanna fuck." Why his face is bleeding and busted? Yo, I'm like, no. I'm like, why is all of this happening at one time?
and when y'all told me this, I heard he said it more than once too. I heard that he was in there just like, I just want to fuck.
Yes, he was like, I just want to fuck. Like, I just want to fuck. Yo.
What was their reaction when he said that?
They were laughing. They were laughing because they knew he was fucked up. Oh, no. These girls was chill. Bro, these girls was chill. I'm telling you. Bro, these girls was
if you got their contacts, they need to come on the show.
Bro, I wish I still did. But, whatchamacallit? So, bro.
Y'all getting back to the Metro North.
Yeah, no, they decided, instead of us going to their apartment, obviously in Jersey City, right? Because at one point, I was still trying to convince homegirl. I was just like, because you know what I was saying? I said, I'm not going to hold you, because MJ was blacked out, but he wasn't like face palm blacked out. We were back in the bar. I was just like, honestly, like, give that nigga a pillow. He sleep in the tub. Like, he'll be all right.
Straight up.
Just in case he throw up, just put that nigga in the tub with a pillow. He'll be all right. Trust me, he'll be all right. So, after I just want to fuck, like, yeah, that was deaded for. That was completely done. We couldn't. Nope.
It was over. So
over.
They brought you back to Grand Central.
Yeah, they brought us back to Grand Central, which, you know, good looking ladies, good looking. We definitely needed that.
So they take the train back.
No.
There's more.
Oh no, there's more. By the time, because remember, this is about 3-4 in the morning. Now,
I missed the last
by
train.
the time, and this is when they started locking it to keep the homeless people out. This is right when they just started that. I didn't know that they had just started that, but this is when they just first started locking the Grand Central
doors.
Yeah, exactly, just to keep homeless people out.
Holy
right?
shit.
So I'm so tight because at this point my dick.
Hold on real quick, ladies and gentlemen. When Chris is mad at the end of the night, this motherfucker's a different level of mad. Like, all this laughy shit you see now, like, yo, he don't even want nobody to laugh. Like, yo, nobody. So when he's saying he's doing this, he's really doing this. Like, why the fuck are they? Yo, I already know,
son. I was tight. I was mad.
Where'd you prop up MJ at this point? He's laying on the fucking side.
You know how, like, in some of the side corner exits of the Grand Central, they have those poles, like those cement podiums and whatever. We had this man leaned up against one of those, and because it was me and Phil, we just kind of took shifts holding this man up the entire night.
He would have got dropped
the entire night.
He'd have been right on the floor.
Oh no! Once we got inside, we sat that nigga down. So
how many hours did you have to wait outside of Grand Central?
Maybe. This is like 4 a.m, so maybe like an hour, a full hour.
Oh my god!
This is a full hour, and this is winter, so it's kind of cold.
So
like,
check
out.
It's
not winter. It's March. Remember, this is March.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of cold at night in March. So, and this is in the city where it's windy as shit, especially where Grand Central Station is. So it's windy as shit. I'm mad. My dick is hard and dry. And Phil is just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how did this happen? And I'm like, Phil, I don't know. We were talking to 2 Peruvian chicks. Like, I don't know how this happened. Like, I thought that MJ would be responsible. Like, I thought he would take care of himself. I didn't think we had to keep an eye on him. I'm like, this nigga older than me. Like, he big cuz. So, we holding this man up. Finally. They open up the doors. We're able to get in. We're able to sit him down on the stairs. You know, those giant stairs, those great stairs. We sit him down, and we're just like, me and Phil are just looking at each other. We're just like, yo, you know how crazy this night could have been if this nigga just got his shit together for 5 minutes. That walk, just that 5 minutes. That walk. You know how they say everything can change in a New York minute?
Yeah.
This was the New York minute that changed the whole fucking night.
So you get on the Metro North.
So we get on the Metro North. And the worst part is about the Metro North, when it's this early, is that there is no direct train that's going to Peekskill. You got to transfer in Croton. So we have to transfer in Croton. So, all right. So we're on the train. And MJ is completely incoherent, right? Completely just done. We finally can lay him down on seats. So he's out. Like, he's out cold. The conductor's coming by. I'm searching this nigga. I'm like, bro, where the fuck is your ticket? Where's your ticket? Where's your ticket? And you know how he just said that? You know how he just said, like, yo, Chris ain't happy about shit? I'm fleecing this nigga. Like, I'm fleecing. I'm like, where the fuck is your ticket? Like, stop playing, bro. Like, where's your ticket? I find a ticket. It wasn't even that ticket. It was a ticket. It was a Metro North ticket that he just happened to have. Wasn't even the right ticket. But the conductor's looking at us like, so I hand him the ticket. I hand him the ticket. He snips it. All right, cool, whatever. Done.
He looked at y'all like how them prom kids was looking at the Warriors on that subway. Like yo, what have y'all been through?
Facts like that, right? So we the whole ride for the most part is chill. It's just me and Phil talking shit, laughing, looking at this disgrace of a nigga I am, as he's blacked out of his mind, face all fucked up. It's like, yo, and we're laughing. Me and Phil are laughing because we're like, yo, he gonna feel this in the morning. He gonna feel this shit, right? So by the time we get to Croton, it's essentially daybreak. It's eventually like 6 in the morning.
Croton is about 20 minutes from our destination of Peekskill, New York.
Exactly. So I don't know how. I don't know how this happened. When we get to Croton and we take MJ off the train and we're sitting down and we're waiting for the extension, right? All I hear from MJ is, my foot's cold. I'm like, why the fuck is your foot cold, MJ? I look down. This nigga's missing a dunk. This nigga's missing a dunk. I'm like, yo, my boy. How? I said, what the fuck happened to you?
And this is where they completely lost me with the story, because... Go ahead.
I'm like, what the fuck happened to your sneaker, MJ? He's like, I don't know. My foot's cold.
I said, got off the train with one
fuck
shoe
your
on.
foot, nigga. I put my finger in his head. I said, fuck your foot, nigga. My dick is dry like a motherfucker right now because of you. Like, the fucking... And here's the thing. This is the thing, right? That Croton train was supposed to be like 5 minutes. Nigga, that shit took so long to get there that the same train that dropped us off came back, and the black conductor that got our ticket, he was like, yo, we got your man's shoe. I ran in there, I got his shoe, hopped back off, gave homeboy £1. I said, MJ, here's your bitch ass shoe.
See, y'all didn't lose me. I guess the way I had heard this story, what I thought had happened, is I thought y'all sat around at the train station waiting for the train to come back around that had his shoe. And that's where I was like, y'all niggas is 10 times better than me.
No, we didn't wait. We wasn't waiting for that nigga shoe. No, that was a pure chance.
Great.
Pure chance.
I love this fucking story.
Yeah.
I saw, when y'all left out from there, I saw y'all right after that.
Yes.
So I got this whole...
So,
and that's the thing.
Hold on. Yeah, there's more, right? So we finally get on the train.
There's more.
We finally get on the train. Going to Peekskill. Tell me how, after this whole ass night, this whole ass escapade of me and Phil taking care of this nigga, when we finally get to Peekskill, this nigga is conscious. As soon as we get to Peekskill, I shit you not, as we're getting off the train, he's waking up, he's coming to, and he's just like, yo, why the fuck does my face feel like this? I said, MJ, shut the fuck up. That's the first thing I said. I said, MJ, shut the fuck up. Shut up. We're not going to relay that whole story to you.
And y'all was walking when y'all got back to Peekskill?
Yes, we had to walk.
If y'all never been to Peekskill, New York, let me tell you something. Some of the biggest hills in Peekskill are at the train station. So just to get there, any type of civilization, that shit is a troop. You know what I'm saying? So I already know these motherfuckers was tight walking up that goddamn hill, son. Oh my God, B.
I said, MJ, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Get up. We're in Peekskill. Let's go.
And this is why when I look at niggas and be like, yo, I gotta go now, just listen to me. Just listen to me.
We walk up the entire time. MJ's just asking questions. Yo, son.
What happened to them girls?
What happened to the girls? What happened? Bro, all I remember, the last time I remember, I was smoking with the bouncer. Bro, what happened? I'm like, my nigga, what happened is that you felt fucking lifeless. Bro, you've been lifeless for the last 3 hours. Oh, shit. Now, 3 hours doesn't seem like a long time. My nigga, imagine. I'm just gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a whole. Imagine you're watching Endgame, Avengers Endgame, and your niggas just blacked out and leaning on you for the entirety of the movie.
So basically just going to the movies with Frank Mucus.
Exactly. Exactly. And Frank loses his shoe.
Great fucking story. So I love that fucking story because I see these motherfuckers after that, and MJ looked like he fought the street and the street won.
Yep.
And I'm like, how is this a birthday celebration?
No.
Who did y'all fight, son?
Yeah, man. After that, I was just like, listen.
I think that should have been your best unexpected NYC story.
Yeah, man. Nah, I just remembered that because I tried to block out the trauma because I talked to homegirl, the Peruvian chick, for a little minute after that, and then we kind of fell out of touch.
Bless her heart, man.
Yeah, man.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, shout out to her.
You good, man. MJ? Yo, please find that clip.
So I know exactly where that clip is at.
MJ,
I can find it.
If any of this made you mad, I'm sorry, but I think you cool with it, man. We would have said this in front of you.
I don't give a fuck if it made you mad, nigga. My dick was mad that whole night. Phil's too.
Oh man, yo, look, if y'all watching this, right, hopefully you're watching it on our new page.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
You better be watching it on the new page.
I'm gonna post them a little later, like a day or two later on the old page. Well, not the old page, it's new to Bocce, hold the first of the month. But if you're watching this on the Bocce page for some reason, because he's a broke rapper that doesn't deserve a subscribe, go subscribe to the first of the month page. It's 1ODM show. 1ODM
show. We just abbreviating it so we can get it into the algorithm a little bit easier.
Come on, man. It's an algorithmic world here, man. Exactly. And I'm not good at arithmetic.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So all I know about is, you know what I'm saying, smoking weed for my arthritis.
1ODM show. Like I said, look it up on YouTube. Subscribe. Definitely share it around because a lot of people love the content. A lot of people like laughing at the content. I'm not going to lie. We got a lot of funny stories, man. And we're filled with them. We're filled with them, really. And we're gonna settle it here tonight. And we're gonna settle it here. I think we've all been on a beautiful journey. I think we can all talk about what we've learned. Mm-hmm. I've learned never trust a nigga who drinks Hennessy Black. Cause
straight up. Especially, no. One thing to drink Hennessy Black. I don't trust a nigga that pre-games with a warm personal Hennessy Black.
Because he's not going to make any other good decisions.
Oh, my God.
For the rest of that night. And MJ did not make any other good decisions. That bad decision literally shaped the rest of his night and our fates. So, don't drink Hennessy Black. I think that's a real moral
Don't drink
story.
Hennessy Black. Drink regular Hennessy.
Just drink regular Hennessy like a regular nigga. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. First of the month show, we want to thank you again for the love and support.
Subscribe.
Our fans really do love us. They love the content. As soon as I posted this earlier, they was hype. What's up?
Shout out my cousin Pete, man.
Oh, your cousin Pete?
Yeah. He's I think probably our biggest supporter. Ooh, I don't want to get the other fans riled up with this motherfucker though.
Listen.
See, here's the thing, right? Some of y'all probably not missing episodes, but Pete leads by example. He's always in the comments. This is what we tell you to comment, like, subscribe. We can shout you out too, man. I get it. I don't be engaged sometimes too when I be watching shit. But let us know because we actually will respond.
We'll respond. Yeah, we be in the comments. I'll be in the DM.
Shout out cousin Rich too. Rich and Pete are brothers. You know, they both support crazy. I can't, you know what? Now Rich gonna want to fight, man. Both of y'all are the top supporters, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, Rich. I see you more. We get to talk more.
Exactly.
You know, Pete, I gotta give him a shout out.
Listen, ain't nothing wrong with a little family rivalry. All right, that's healthy. That's healthy to me. That's healthy. All right.
Word up, man.
So first of the month show. First of the month show. Once again, we out. Thank you for tuning in.
Shout out Grandma.
Shout out Grandma. Of course, shout out Graham. Oh yeah, shout out to Harper.
Kiko Gun. Shout out Harper.
Shout out Harper.
Our Gen Z affiliate. Our
Gen Z, expert. all things Gen Z.
Our Gen Z department.
Yeah, she was like our diplomat. Our Gen Z diplomat.
Gen Z diplomat. We'll bring her back on here to discuss some Gen Z shit.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? We'll merge the millennials with the Gen Zs.
Any last words, Frank?
Fuck Hennessy Black.